Get ready for this piping hot tea. Get ready for tea time unfiltered with your girl Lovelyti. Spilling all this hot tea on these podcast streets. So get ready for this piping hot tea. From tea time unfiltered with your girl Lovelyti.
Hey tea sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. Welcome to another episode of Tea Time Unfiltered with your girl Lovelyti, and I got my homegirl Lady J in the house.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
It is so much going on today. So, not even today, child. All week it's just been a lot of mess.
This whole last quarter, child. I'm just 2022, child. Oh my God.
And it's gone by so quick. I can't even believe today is September 11th. And we'll talk about that closer to the end of the show. Mm-hmm. But the fact that we're already in the second week, going on to the third week, actually, of September is crazy.
That part.
It's like the summer just ended. The kids are back in school. So anyways, we got to talk about this whole drama with SHEIN by Shereé. Not She by Shereé, but SHEIN by Shereé. So after I did my live stream, Marinelle was just filling me in on everything because I've been so busy just editing and working on my deep dives. And I remember you had hit me up and you were asking me, did I watch the fashion show on Real Housewives? And I hadn't watched it at that point, but I said I'm about to go ahead and check it out. So I watched it last Sunday and I thought it was dope. You know, I seen a few people there that I recognized. I thought it turned out pretty good, but I also felt like this just was one big storyline because I didn't understand how after 14 years of you being clowned by everybody for having a fashion show with no fashions, do you still not have your shit together?
I messaged you because even I didn't watch it the night of. I had, like most folks, I think it was Monday morning, it may have been. And I was seeing all these messages for people talking about SHEIN by Shereé. I said, what she done did now? So, I think I messaged you a few days later and I was like, or called you or something. And I was like, girl, did you happen to catch what's going on? They are dragging her. What did she do? Because I still hadn't fully watched it. So I think I watched it and I was just like, girl. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I have to be.
Yeah, it's really sad. So for y'all who don't know, who are still in the dark, it was a lot of drama that went on. While the show was filming, the guests were even saying that, the show was already late by 2 hours. So people are sitting around, they're waiting. And come to find out that the designer, why they were late is because the designer was literally stitching clothing onto the models during the show, because it was so last minute. So the designer ended up calling out Shereé Winfield. And so I'm going to read to you guys what the designer said, okay? So
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it looks like his name, Tyree. So this is what he wrote initially online that went viral. He says, and matter of fact, this came out after her website supposedly crashed because so many people bought the clothes.
Yeah, I heard something about it, but I'm going to be honest. I'm a busy woman and I can be turned on and turned off by some things. So I did hear somebody came out and blasted her, but I presumed it was the women that were in the video because if anybody saw their face, they was done. So I had assumed they were responding to that, but this is not those people. This is somebody completely different you're talking about.
Right. So what ended up happening, she claimed that the reason why the website crashed is because some people were trying to buy her clothes. Marinelle was on that website literally as soon as the show ended. Her and, thousands of people, they ran to the website. Marinelle says she was there from like 9 o'clock at night until at least 11. That website never came up. It never showed any clothes. It never showed. She's like, I put that on everything. If I had kids, I'd put on kids. I was like, it ain't that damn serious, but I get you. You're telling the truth. Right. But she said she was there from 9 to 11. That website, she kept refreshing. It kept saying the same thing. There were never any clothes. Then she went on to Twitter to see, well, maybe, she was too slow. Maybe other people bought the clothing. No one on Twitter could confirm that they bought anything from She by Shereé online. So Yes. So then what she ended up doing was I believe it was the following day, like that Monday's when she came out with that second She by Shereé link that's on her Instagram page.
That's
So
what I heard about.
Yep.
Okay, that's what the comeback was. Okay,
Right.
got it.
So when you clicked on that link and Marinelle did, it took you to her sweatshirts, okay, and her outfits. And literally, she was selling outfits, just a hoodie with a embroidered She by Shereé logo was selling for about $259.
They dragged her on the price too. I heard that too.
Marinelle took all the screenshots, child. They were
Marinelle, that's one thing she is committed, baby. I know she did. Thanks, Marinelle.
Yeah, she took all the screenshots and sent them to me. She said she was shocked by the price, but then what happened is then people started putting two and two together and realizing that these outfits came from SHEIN. And when you look at the SHEIN pictures and you look at the pictures on Sheree's website, same exact design, same exact outfits. All she did was put her logo on there. So once people started blasting her, all of a sudden, oh, the website crashed. We don't have no more goods. We sold out. Thank y'all for the support.
That's how it all went down. Okay, I had the puzzle pieces kind of in different places. Oh, well, okay.
He said, I post on my Facebook page and I'm not retracting nothing because I ain't lie. They told me you can even see me on that episode in the corner altering all the clothes. I didn't watch, so I don't know. My reputation and my receipts are solid. I never needed clout or fame. I work my ass off and I will be respected as I give respect. So he goes on to say this. What kills me is it doesn't matter how genuine and how honest you try to be with people. They will worry about yourself and play you to the left if they can. This lady, Shereé, Real Housewives of Atlanta, shit by Shereé, didn't really have no clothes or style for her fashion show. Not only was I on set altering clothes the day of, I spent over $2,500 of my own money to meet the deadline and make it happen.
Whoa.
Not only she takes all the credit, never said thank you, and it was on national television last night. I made her finally look good out of 14 years of trying, and this lady still has never at least just reimbursed me, let alone paid me. Shake my head. I made 40 pieces of clothing in less than a week. She's not going to make $1 off the clothing line because God don't play about me. I'm not giving her no patterns, no idea, no more. So that's that. What y'all saw last night was echoes of my years in fashion. Ooh. And if you knew all the companies that come to me for designs and ideas and samples, you would hit the floor in disbelief. LOL, I care less to be famous. Pay me and respect me for what I do and what I did for you. So he didn't mince his words.
The echoes of my ideas. Is that what he said? The echoes of my ideas? Child, now that is profound. Somebody that speaks like that is speaking facts. It ain't even being charismatic. And, you know, it really tells me something. And this is why I divested from the story from day one. And that's why I had my pieces mixed up because I gave no fucks. And let me tell you why. I think that this She by Shereé situation or whatever euphemism we're going to come up with or whatever is really a bigger story and a bigger issue about her. And the fact that she is not making the best decisions. So I forgot what her husband name is. I'm sorry, sir. Whitfield?
Bob Whitfield, the ex-NFL player.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that situation, for what I recall early in the seasons of her story on Housewives, they didn't have necessarily a healthy relationship. I do believe her children were basically like, girl, get it together and go do what you got to do. And then I feel like she makes these really toxic and unhealthy choices in her life, which really gears her to make bad decisions. I think she also was lazy too. And the fact that you're going to sit here,
anybody who's a creative, who understands, it takes a lot. It's a lot of pressure, especially when people contact you last minute and they want, they have champagne taste on a beer budget, but you're willing to work with them. You're willing to help them out just because you're a good and genuine person. Mm-hmm. And for him to basically go out his way to design these pieces. One, creatively, that's a lot of mind power. He had to design 40 pieces. Some people can't design 40 pieces in a year. And then on top of that, he had to sew it. He didn't have access to all the models, so he had to eventually go to the show and stitch some of the clothing on the models. And to not even, not to be paid. For him to come out of pocket to go buy the material because
she'll never pay nobody.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Hey, Tea Sippers. To listen to the rest of this podcast, please go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, or AnchorFM.com, which is a free podcasting site. Thank you guys so much for the support, and stay tuned for the next video.